Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. If you're new to the channel, I am Van, and now you are a part of the LFR family by simply clicking click and play. That's just how we roll. Sorry, I don't make the rules, all right? I don't make the rules. Ask the people in the comment section. They'll let you know. So we're about to check out some Kaitlin. She's at Liberty Hangout. That's her spot. That's where she goes out there on the block and she talks to real mofos and she get their opinion on things. She also teaches a whole bunch of people. She's a very sweet, intelligent, beautiful young lady. And she just approached people with truth. And sometimes they respect it. And sometimes they get all up in arms and they start attacking. So I want to see what crowd she attracts today because we are always ready to check out this young lady. All right, let's get it.
Do you guys honestly believe that 5 million more people voted for Joe Biden than Barack Obama?
No.
Fuck no.
No?
Hell no.
Did you guys vote for Joe Biden?
No.
No, you didn't. Why not?
I don't vote.
Oh, so you didn't vote for anybody.
My man said, nah, because I don't vote. The other guy said, F no, and then commenced blazing. I don't know what he blazing. Is that a jack? Hopefully it's not a jack. Hopefully it's the, you know what I mean, Mary Jane. Mary Jane. You know, like Rick James song, Mary Jane.
Okay, well, if you did, let's play a hypothetical. Would you have voted for Trump or Biden?
Biden.
You would have voted for
Yeah,
Biden?
I would have voted for Biden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why so?
Why not?
Because he think that that's how you're supposed to lean when you're black. Because what the news portrays Trump as is way more of a horrible selection than it is to pick the person who actually decided to incarcerate a great deal of us and fought for it vehemently before he even got a chance to run for president. Now, he might have ran. He might have run back in those days when he was fighting for this law bill, this crime bill to go through. But as many times as he's run, he's lost. And the brother don't even have his own stories to tell. He tells other people's stories. He get caught in his own slip-ups time and time again. And he has said the most racist things anyone that's run for president has ever said, in my opinion. And guess what? I don't even care about that type of stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when somebody show you who they are, believe them. And he's been showing us for a long time. The difference is, when it comes to me, my whole 44 years, I haven't been paying attention. I have not, and purposefully not been paying attention, just like a great deal of the people that Kaitlin goes out there and talk to. They're not paying attention. They vote you into office or not, and they just expect for you to do your job. Hey, that's your job. Do your job. That's how we look at it. Like, if I work at Burger King, it's my job to work on the burgers and the fries and the nuggets and all that other stuff, the sauces. And if we decided, if we got daggone word from corporate that we got to charge you 25 cents per sauce, that's what we're going to charge you. So I'm going to do my job. You worry about your job. That's how people look at politicians in certain areas, certain communities, especially the community that I'm more familiar with. So when we put you in your position, we're not even going to check up on you to see if you're doing a good job, not realizing that you're doing a job for us, and we have to hold you to account. And if you do not, then you can do whatever you want. We don't know that. We don't pay attention to that, and we use that as a crutch. That whole I don't know, or I don't pay attention, or that ain't my job. We use that as a crutch to not really have the knowledge that we need in order to go into the voting booth prepared to be able to make a good decision at the end of the day. So when she's speaking to these people, they can only tell you what's being fed to them through their communities, through through conversations that they're having in the barbershops, basketball courts, at work. People that's afraid, no, I can't say nothing about this, because if I do, everybody running around like some daggone slaves, scared to speak because they scared to get canceled. Canceled from what? You ain't even on social media. Most times they ain't get what you gonna get canceled from, huh? Although I do know that some people are being let go of their jobs by speaking against what the supervisors or what the owners feel politically, which is absolutely criminal in my opinion. People should be able to have their own opinions, but these guys, they do not when it comes to politics. I already know.
What? Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I have a list full of reasons I could. He said he's going to take away Trump's tax plan that gave the average American family $2,000 more every year. Right. That's one reason. Right. He has said that he is going to implement an executive order within the first 100 days of taking office to try to limit our right to bear arms and take away assault weapons, which is legally not defined.
Oh, shit.
He said that he also supports a nationwide lockdown and
hey, look, Kaitlin got that man sweating more than the sun.
mask mandate, to where if you are out in public without a mask, then you can be fined.
Oh,
I think that's wrong. Yeah. He also supports the killing and the genocide of unborn babies in this country. That's not cool. He thinks abortion up until the moment of birth is okay.
All right, so what about Trump's things now? Go down his.
What he's done wrong?
Yeah.
Or what he's done good?
No, run down his list too, though, like you did Biden's.
Oh, I have good things to say about Trump. He implemented an executive order to protect free speech across American universities across the country, where if they are not protecting free speech for their students, they don't get funding. He also voted and allocated $2.5 million more every year to historically black universities.
Listen to me. This dude is, I don't know what's going through his mind right now, but he's sweating his ass off just by listening to this young white girl explain to him politics. Because he's not that hot. He wasn't sweating before she walked up. You don't see a lick of sweat on that white t-shirt at all. But when she's talking, I don't even see the sun shining that much. Like, is it just humid? I don't get it. Those questions and him realizing how she has far more knowledge than him is triggering him in some type of way. But I'm thankful that he is approachable and that he's allowing her to feed him the information that she's feeding him. That's
in colleges, which no other president has ever done. They've actually stripped funding from historically black colleges and universities. He protects our Second Amendment right to defend ourselves and our families and our home with whatever weapon we choose. He implemented his Trump tax plan, which, as I just said, gave the average American family $2,000 more in their pocket every single year. He actually defends the right to life for. Yes.
That's real smooth, though. That's real
Mom,
smooth.
it's not smooth. It's just facts.
Nah, I like how you ran down all the everything Biden did wrong, and then you did everything Trump did right, though, right?
So why is he
gotta do both.
like
I just said, give me a rundown on what he did wrong and what Biden did wrong.
That's a fair question. That's a fair question, Kaitlin. So now you have an opportunity to balance things out. Tell him the good things that Biden has done. Which will be quite difficult to do, brother. Like, that's the same way I get whenever I'm having a conversation with somebody. And I know I'm not in favor of the side that you represent. I'm like, oh, so you ain't got nothing but negative things to say about what I like, but you're going to give me all the positive things to say about what you like. Give me the negative things about what you like and the positive things about what I like. No, that's your job, bro. Your job is to be ready and prepared to present the positives as to why you stand where you stand. That's your job. Or if you're going to say that you don't support someone, it's your job to say, this is why, and 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 this is why. If you're not prepared to do that, you cannot tell somebody else how to present their argument or how to present their position. But I hope she obliges, because if she obliged, you have nothing to stand on at this point.
That's cool, though.
As a bad?
I don't care either way.
Why is Trump looked at as bad?
Yeah.
Social media, big tech. I don't know if you guys are into the social media thing, but right now, every time Trump tweets, more often than not, he's being censored. They're saying they want to create a list of Trump supporters that voted for him and make sure they don't ever get a job. They're rejected from society. Social media censors any Trump supporter basically out there that's trying to allege that this election is not fair and square. It's the media. It's the media.
I don't think they're both good anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah. Well, one's a little better.
Just pick your poison.
Yeah.
No matter all of the positive stuff that they just now heard, no matter all of the information that they just heard, They are giving themselves a pass to be ignorant. That's the problem right there. You're giving yourself a pass to be ignorant. You're saying, well, I don't think either one is good. You know, pick your poison. No, it's not pick your poison. Because you're out there living in a society that's going to be run by laws and regulations that are voted for. And if you're not a part of the process, you can't complain. And you can't make statements like pick your poison. Because you don't know which one is poison and which one is medicine. One of them might not be poison. But guess what? The one that you're being fed, the one that you believe is medicine, is actual poison. We got to stop giving ourselves a pass to be lazy, a pass to be ignorant. We can't do that anymore. We can't. Our lives depend on it. Our children's lives depend on it. We cannot give ourselves a pass anymore. We got to at least try, at least attempt. If you're not, even if you're not going to go and do your own due diligence, right? At least try and hear when somebody presents some more information to you. You're just writing it off like, man, it's just pick your poison. Man, just got to pick your poison. We don't like neither one of them. I mean, they politicians. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody but my mans in them. What you mean pick your poison, man? Hopefully you're not running your whole life like pick your poison. Okay, and I'm just going to pick the best of the worst. Which one is the best of the worst? Nah, you can't live like that. That's not living at all.
All right. Well, but you still don't think more people voted for Joe Biden than Barack Obama?
Oh, nah. Ain't no way in hell. No way in hell.
Thanks for letting me make your day a little more political than it needed to be. There's a lot that I want to say about the election that Facebook would fact check me for saying. If you want to see my raw, uncensored opinion and behind the scenes footage from here at the beach, go to libertyhangout.tv. It helps support my work, and it helps you watch my content even if big tech takes me off. Did you guys think Trump deserved 4 more years?
No.
No. What did he do that was so wrong?
Everything.
Here we go again with you.
Yeah, I got my one-word responses for
Yeah, I think just the media that surrounds Trump is usually, when it's brought to us, really negative. I think that's why a lot of people have the mindset that they do.
Thank you, young brother. I appreciate you saying that, man.
Ideally do when it comes to Trump.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Do you think it's fair? Do you think everything the media negatively says about him is true?
That's just their job.
No.
Yeah.
So
ratings.
Yeah.
Ratings,
Yep.
everything.
So it's not fair. No, not at all. But
no one has that front seat, that front row seat to what they're really doing.
Yeah.
You know, what they're really thinking.
Yeah.
You know, I don't follow politics enough to really just know, you know, what Trump has done and what he hasn't done.
There are Democrats now saying that they are going to keep a list of Trump supporters, and this is from one of them. Any are now promoting rejection of an election or calling to not follow the will of the voters or making baseless allegations of fraud should never serve in office, join a corporate board, find a faculty position, or be accepted into polite society. We have a list. Do you think that's the route we should go with Trump supporters, not accepting them into polite society?
No, I don't think you should ever condemn something just for their beliefs. It's very understandable to disagree with people. Everyone has different worldviews, but you shouldn't specifically target them or go against them. I think that it's bad to target people, discriminate against people just because of something they believe in. Especially too, because even if it's something that you disagree and then possibly your mind could change, their mind could change, you shouldn't target people for that. I think that's a very bad way to thinking, can lead to very negative side effects in the future.
It's just dividing this country even more.
Check that out. All right. I ain't got much to say about that. All right.
You guys obviously believe differently, but you can still get along, and you're still friends. Are you friends, brothers? Just
We're friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
Has this election season ever divided you guys beyond where you consider not being friends? Or were you able to say, look, we believe differently, but we still care about each other, and we still...
No, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, you can believe what you want. I mean,
That's refreshing to see, because holy crap, we've got people, AOC is wanting to keep a list of Trump supporters. That's who's calling to do this. Does that worry you that a congresswoman is calling to keep a list of Trump supporters to reject them from polite society?
that's stupid. That's just like bringing back segregation back.
That's a good point.
Go ahead, young fella. Go ahead, young fella. I'm going to keep we're going to keep a tally of everyone who voted for him. That way, we can hold them accountable, and we can throw tomatoes at them and water balloons filled with milk. All right. So we're gonna fill now. We're not gonna call them water balloons. We're gonna call them milk balloons. We're gonna throw milk balloons at everybody that's on this list that voted for him. All right. That's what we're gonna do from here on out. All right. That's dumb as hell, man. And it takes you back to a time where, oh, we see that you voted for this. No, that's something that we do for people who are actually running for office. The reason why we do that is because you represent not only yourself, but entire like cities and states and counties and countries. So we want to make sure that the person that we're putting into office, who's responsible for these areas, have a nice record when it comes to, not even a nice record. We want to make sure that we can look at your record and hold you accountable. You don't do that for a voter. Don't say, oh, let's see who you voted for before you come up in this store, before we do something for you, no. You can't do that to a citizen. You can't do that to us. That you can do that to somebody who's trying to run for office, but you can't do that to a regular person. That's dumb, in my opinion. I can care less who you voted for if we just about to play some ball. Hold on, let me pick my team. I got to pick 2 people. I'm picking 2 people with 3-on-3. All right, give me. Hold on, who did you vote for? You voted for who? Nah, I ain't picking him. I don't care how high he jump. I don't care how good he shoot. You get off the court. As a matter of fact, we need to beat him up. Can we beat him up before the game? Yeah, let's beat him up because he voted for Trump. See how dumb that sounds? It might not be a situation that will ever happen, but at the end of the day, it could be. It's dumb. Let's hold somebody accountable just for who they voted for. No, we hold people who are running for office accountable based off of what they voted for. And what we know is somebody who is president right now not only voted for the crime bill, but started it and argued it and made sure it passed. And a lot of people were affected from it. And most of the people who were affected from it ended up voting for him because that's how the system is set up. And that's what they're buying into. And that's what their social media is trying to guide them toward. This whole thing is crazy. You got these young people trying to teach you old people how you should move through this daggone earth because you only have but a certain amount of time to be here. Make the best of it. And don't try to hold anybody to account it's okay to hold people to account, but don't try to judge people negatively based off of what they think and what they feel. Okay, if you want to school somebody, if you want to educate someone, feel free. But if y'all are friends, continue that. If y'all are coworkers, continue that. You can't say, oh, he voted for Biden, so I ain't mess with him no more. He voted for Trump, so I ain't messing with him no more. Nah, when I was at work, that was one of the best things that, like, people say, I don't want to talk about politics because politics always ruin relationships. Why? You're not a politician. And as a matter of fact, ridiculous people who believe that politics ruin relationships, the daggone politicians that we think are beefing with each other, that we think are enemies, their children are best friends. A lot of these politicians, the senators and the congressmen that are on the opposite sides arguing for the cameras for us, that are lifelong politicians that can never lose their jobs, they know how sweet they have it. Those people are friends. As a matter of fact, I heard that they used to have gangbangs. I'm not going to say that again, but you keep that to yourself, all right? That's what I heard. These people are actual friends. They will argue for us because it's a sport to them. Same thing. I look at basketball all the time. And the basketball players that we think hate each other, they actually love each other. because that aggressive nature that they have, that competitive nature that they have, like you talking trash to me talking trash to you, us looking like we about to fight, the whole hold me back, I'm about to kill him in front of all these people, hold me back. Ain't nobody hold me. You lucky, because I don't want to get fined. And then they just go to a bar and spend thousands on a daggone soda because they got billions, they got millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. We are the ridiculous ones. We need to move like these young people are moving right now. They are able to look at their friends and say, you voted for such and such. You believe this. You know what? I got to disagree with you, my man. I mean, because I think this. Well, I think this. Well, I think this. Well, I think this. Want to go get something to eat? Hell yeah. Where you want to go? It's that simple. We can do the same exact thing. At least have something to talk about. Except right now, if you feel some other type of way, it ruins relationships because people don't know how to argue. People will be ignorant, and when you pose something to someone and make them feel challenged, instead of them coming back to you with information, they'll come back to you with an insult. Then when they come back to you with an insult, you can't forgive that. You're like, whoa. Because we're talking about politics, and the thing that you say to me is, you of all people as a black man should understand, but you just ignorant. You one of the dumb ones. You one of the ones that they gonna use. You're a puppet on a string. You're a puppet on a string. You a bootlicker. Okay, now I gotta slap you in your mouth.
Point.
Except instead of colors, your opinion.
Yeah. There's some Democrats, including Democrats in Congress, who want to make a list of Trump supporters and keep them from getting jobs, reject them in polite.
That's a bit extreme.
I didn't even have to finish it, and you were already saying no.
That just, if you are truly for equal rights, you wouldn't go that far, because freedom of speech is freedom of speech.
There you go.
So to even prevent a Trump supporter from getting jobs would indicate that you are not,
That is hilarious that somebody's flying the LGBTQ kite.
Abiding by the freedom of speech law. Like, it just doesn't coincide. So it just contradicts all of the rights. So if we want rights on this side, you just got to keep those rights on that side.
That's right.
It's all about balance. Right?
That is the best answer to that question I've had all day. You pretty much laid it out for me. I agree with everything you said. Yeah. Someone else.
And that was just a common sense answer, but she still don't know a damn thing about politics. She can care less to know. She just move how she move. And I will say that young lady, if she sees this video, start getting more involved. That's it. I will only tell people to do things that I see to be beneficial based off of my own personal experiences, and based off of what I'm seeing right now. I would say get more involved. Try to understand more. That's it.
Launched a Trump accountability project to hold Trump supporters responsible and keep track of who voted for him, so that when they apply for jobs, they don't get them and we reject them from polite society.
That's stupid. You should be able to get a job. Because me, myself, I was homeless. So I'm a person who needs a job. Yeah. Doesn't matter on my political view, and your political view does not matter on your work.
We know the truth about these masks, but sometimes you're still forced to wear them. Go to shopfreedommasks.com. It helps support my work. We have so many. This is the best seller for people who are forced to wear a mask but still want to send a message while they're being forced to. Shopfreedommasks.com. As you guys notice, I got hands put on me, a couple people trying to touch the camera or whatever. That's why I have these guys. They handled it very well. The only way I can get them is if you support me at patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennet, even just $5 a month. That's where your money goes, and I'm proving it right here.
Man, those some big brothers. Listen, look at that brother right there, just standing right there, just shouting, "I'm gonna show my guns. I'm gonna show my guns. Yeah, it's a damn good show." That's this. See. I've been watching the daggone Hart's twins, the conservative twins, and a damn good show. Yeah. I still don't know how to say it, but it is what it is. The microphone is nice, though. It make me sound like I'm a little close to saying it, which I'm not at all. That's all. It's always good to see Kaitlin talk to regular people. That's why I like checking out her show. But as she said, man, support her work so she can get out there and be safe while she does that. She's doing a great job. And it's good that she listens. She allows people to talk. She don't try to go back and forth with people unless they put themselves in that position. And she said, oh, you got the right one today. And she doesn't. But I want to hear what y'all guys say about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual. Love y'all. Bye. Bye. Okay, there go Van being weird again.